has an ordinance pending. Counties recognize that wage theft is a problem locally and are looking for effective solutions to address this local need. Unfortunately, the state legislature thinks it knows better than the local government. These bills seek to preempt local ordinances and in many cases will do away with existing laws. They are doing this without establishing an effective statewide alternative, taking away the existing rights from workers under the guise of uniformity. This new process will burden unpaid workers by requiring an employee to notify their employer in writing of their intent to initiate a wage theft claim. They would then be forced into an overloaded and underfinanced court system and be denied their right to a jury trial, damages, or attorney fees, effectively allowing an employer to withhold payment for an extended period of time without repercussions. We need to let Tallahassee know that some issues are best left to local government, especially when they plan to outlaw effective local governance while having no plan of their own. The legislature needs to stop listening to the Florida Retail Federation, led by corporations such as Macy's and Bell's, and listen to the local elected leaders in Florida who have been chosen by their constituents to represent them in the best way possible. Speaking next is going to be John Damel. He's an assistant business agent with the electrical workers here who deals with some of these wage theft claims.
Thank you, Aaron. Thanks for coming, everybody. As Aaron said, I'm with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. My name is John Damel, and I'm in charge of membership development. Aaron asked me to talk a little bit about the process of what happens to somebody once they've been a victim or they think they're the victim of wage theft. And so I kind of enumerated it. An employer does not pay legally required wages. And the employee learns of the rate difference and then is, by talking to other employees on the job. And they often are coerced into believing that the employer underbid the project by accident or that he or she should be a team player and go along with the wage that's being offered. Employers are told that they're working in a lower pay classification like general laborer, meaning I was hired as an electrician, but right now you're working as a laborer, so your pay rate's going to be less, and that's not actually legally the case. The employee must then decide to suffer the injustice or to speak out. This is a process that the employee has to overcome fear of losing their job in a bad employment situation or fear of being blacklisted on other jobs. And then finally, questions linger on the merits of the claim. Is this actually even theft? The employee decides to confront the injustice. Without the protection of an employment contract that includes advocacy, the employee has two options. This option is often not affordable, and even if the employee wins the case, it doesn't amount to much. Or they call the Department of Labor Wage and Hour Division. This is a good option here in Tampa, as the Department of Labor is very proactive. However, this process still takes